Whoa, now what's happening with y'all out there? Check this out. Here we go again. If it ain't one thing, it's another. 2024 gonna be a year like you never seen before. Y'all see what's going on over there in the UK? Do y'all see what's going on over there in the UK? Listen, United States, you getting a bird's eye view of what's to come to a city near you. They going at the black folks. They going at the migrants. They going at the laws. They burning that motherfucker up. The government done lost control of that shit. And as I speak, it's going on right now, folks. Now listen, the world is on fire. A lot of people are wearing their emotions on their sleeve right now. All that hate, all that shit that they've been wanting to do is coming out. Listen, everything is over with, man. It ain't nobody that's walking this planet can fix the shit that's been done. Only person that can fix this is the Most High. And guess what, y'all? He coming soon. Because all rings are gone now. We over here letting these politicians play with us. Got us divided like a motherfucker, man. It's either you strong left or you strong right. But it's a big gap down the middle. And down that gap, all it takes is the wrong thing to happen. And everybody gonna lose their shit. It's either that candidate win, they gonna go crazy. If that candidate win, they gonna go fucking crazy. And if they keep letting Nahu do what he do, that's a whole nother problem. You keep throwing rocks over there in Russia, that's a fucking nother problem. Listen, folks, you better get good with the Most High, man. Better start getting tight with your family. Because the world that y'all used to know is no longer. It's over with. You would never live like you used to live in the early 2000s. You would never have those days back. If they keep fucking playing around, yeah, gonna go back to medieval times some goddamn well. That's what this shit looking like is about to happen. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Keep your head on the swivel and start preparing yourself now. Don't wait till it's too late. Because I tried to tell you. And a whole bunch of other people did too. Y'all stay up out there. Get it out the mud.
All right. Shalom, Yasharallah. Before we go any further within this lesson, I'm going to give all praises, honor, glory, infinite blessings unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, or Chahak with Dash. I'm the brother Tazayar from the Camp Company of Prophets located here in Tampa, Florida. Double honors to the elder bishops and to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and that teach well. Blessings, salutations to the whole elect, to the Akim, and to the Akwaf that are tuning in, and to the men laboring within this truth. Yabashim Ashai Barakatham to you and to your households, man. And the brother said it perfectly, all right? Because right now there's a lot of division going on amongst these nations and, chaos. But soon, it's going to be at your doorstep, all right? Because one thing we know is that this devil, all right, is very crafty, and he works, basically with, order out of chaos. Okay, he creates the problem, so then he can come in with the solution. So 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, lest Satan should gain advantage of us, with Satan, being, the Edomites, the physical counterpart of Satan being the self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child, but even more so, the elites, the shadow band government, all right, the people who are in control of this world today. When you read the book of Job 9 and 24, it tells you how the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So the wicked are the ones that are in control of ruling this earth right now. All right. They have everyone and everything from politicians to presidents to leaders of nations, of armies, in the palm of their hand. Okay. And so these devils, these elites, these evil people, the wicked, all right, are basically, causing chaos amongst these other nations, not only to ensure and bring forth, order, all right, but also, to, push in and bring forth that MOTB. Okay. So this is what they're wanting. All right. So 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Okay, we're not dumb to see what this devil's doing. All right, because not only is there turmoil and confusion going on, and a whole bunch of sedition going on in the UK, but you also have it going on in these other states like Venezuela. Okay, rioting, and soon it's going to get worse to the point where these people are going to start looting and taking each other's lives. Okay, at a in broad daylight, like it's nothing. Okay, so this devil is basically taking out these leaders and these people of authoritative power out of these other nations, and then they're putting their people in there. Okay, America's putting the wicked's putting their people in there. And so it tells you how a nation divided against itself it should not stand. So like a big nation. Actually, let me see. Actually, a kingdom. Oops. Bear with me. It says Salakia. Mark chapter 3 and verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. All right. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. All right. And that also goes for a nation. Okay. Because you see how these people, all right, the common people, the common folk, all right, are basically going against their government. All right, going against the ones that are in power. All right, because either, they're being mistreated, or, the government is, doing what they want. But really, you see all these people that are getting elected in these other places, it's not from the people. They're getting selected by, the other ones that are in charge. Okay, so now the people are raging, in rioting, and soon it's really going to get to the point where it's going to be sedition, all right, amongst, these other nations. And even worse when it comes to Babylon the Great, America, all right, in which we believe, which I think, okay, I believe as a man, okay, speaking as a man, that the woman Kamala Harris will be elected as president to bring forth civil war, okay, to bring forth chaos in the land of Babylon the Great, in order for them to, establish, order, and also something called, I forgot the word. It goes with it starts with the military in it. Brain fart right now. But basically, this is how these devils work behind the scenes, okay? And which really this is going to usher in, a time like never before, going into Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6 and verse 7, all right, known as Jacob's trouble, where the Israelites, okay, the Lord's chosen people, will be catching hell, okay? But martial law is what I was looking for, all right? Martial law. All right, because let's read it again, Mark 3:24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And which really already you have division amongst all these other nations. Okay, either it be the people against the government or the people against the people, in which you have Americans against Americans. All right, and not only that, Americans against their own government, Republicans against Republicans. Okay, left wing against the right wing. So there's already a division going on amongst these people. All right, so it's going to be a very, very big, split between the middle, and that's what's going to cause the downfall of America. In order to which these elites, these devils, these ones that are in charge, in control over, the food, the wealth, okay, control of all the resources, all these things, they're gonna, bring forth something to basically get everyone back on track, man. So let's get this. Not only that, the brother was talking about, how these people. Let me see. Cities. Second Ezra 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Okay, so destruction to the people, all right, of this earth. All right. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Okay. And this goes into the firearms, which today will be the modern sword, the gun, and literal swords and all type of various weapons. All right. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Okay, mass death and destruction to the shores of Babylon the Great. Okay, but not only that, to these other places, man, because it says, and one people shall stand up against Salakia, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. All right, we've heard of expects wars, race wars, okay, class wars. All right, because there's already a division going on in America between the so-called black man and the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, the Israelites and the wicked. Not only that, you have these immigrants out here, which are really these sleeper cells, which is gonna, these devils are gonna paint a narrative that, the minorities and them are paired together as being the problem, and that they must get rid of, in order for, these people to continue, ruling in peace and tranquility. Well, really, this place is already down in the drain. All right, but it's just this devil's narrative. Okay, he's gonna make it paint it to be as if we're the problem, as has he always have done within the past. Okay, there's nothing new under the sun, man. That's why Scripture tells you to never trust thine enemy, because as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And really, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to see how evil this damn devil gets. Okay, he's going to show you his big red horns. All right, by the way of his militia. Okay, by the way of the troops. Okay, his unrighteous decrees, his draconian laws. Okay, but it says, and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay, so guns, are in literal, swords, or various different type of weapons, man, because it's going to get to the point where, it's going to be so bad to where these police stations will be, go out of business, disband, they will be closed. All right, because really it's going to be a every man for himself type of thing. All right. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, meaning the people not listening to those who are in power, not listening to those who are in authority, but basically the people leaning on to their own understanding and doing as they will, right? Because their government basically forsake them. All right, so they're going to take it into their own power, which is, it tells you within the scriptures, and they're going to do as they please to feed their families, to feed themselves, or to feed their belly, and which really to fill their desires. Okay, because you're gonna have a lot of sick people out here doing as they want. Women, children, even men being ravished. Not only that, people being eaten alive. All right, that's why it tells you that time like never before, which cannibalism, that's nothing new under the sun. But, to Americans and really, these other countries, besides, there's a lot of countries that already do that shit. It's already a norm, but, to America and to these first world countries, so-called, they're going to be turned to third world countries, man. These things are going to be at an all-time high. Okay, it's going to be the new thing, to these people. And it says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. Okay, in home invasions. Okay, people being robbed, not only of their goods, of their resources, their foods, okay, but of their lives as well. They should not regard their kings nor princes, going into their governors, their presidents, their senates. Okay, the people that are in power, that have that type of authority. Okay, they were not going to even care to hear what they want. They got to say. Why? Because really, at the end of the day, the government really has forsaken these people. And it says, nor princes in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So whatever these people are capable to do, they're going to do it. All right. And it says, and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Yeah. So like, you're not to, but be able. Yeah, these people are not going to be able to go into these cities. Why? Because they're going to have such things as where these cities be blocked down and heavily secured with CCTVs, all type of, cameras to monitor, and really, people to monitor and watch over these spots, in which we believe those to be the 15-minute cities. And to be able to operate and go within those, you're going to have some type of credentials, all right, which is, soon, which we believe to be the RFID microchip known as the MOTB. Okay, verse 18 says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Yeah, because of the pride of these people. Okay, the Lord is going to humble, the pride of the haughty. Okay, the Lord is going to basically go base to everybody. Just to simply put it, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. It's going to be destroyed, man, laid to waste. Cities on fire. All type of things going on, man. It says the houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. Okay, houses, apartments, wherever. Okay, and really in these cities, you're going to see the most destruction going on because that's where most people are. All right, and it's going to be literally shit. Okay, drawn down. And this is what the Lord wants to bring forth. Okay, and verse 19 says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Okay, your best friend John, your co-worker Jonathan, or your boss, or even your neighbor. Okay, Arthur, he's not going to respect you. Why? Because once again, he has a belly to feed. He has a daughter, newborn, son. Okay, and he has his own, life to worry about as a save. But the scripture tells you that those that shall seek to save their life shall lose their life, because it's going to come to a point where, in order to save your life and ultimately to continue to eat and to continue to operate within this man's society, you're going to have to take his RFID microchip. Okay, and it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Meaning, once again, going into the gun, all right, or any type of weapon, in which order these people are going to be able to obtain within that time. And it says, and spoil their goods, meaning taking their resources, their gas, their oils, all type of things, most much like food, medicine. And it says, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Yeah, so expect this to come to a town, to a city, okay, near you. But we know, all right, the true, believers and sincere believers of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, will be protected within this time, all right? Not because of their guns, not because of their money, okay, but because of them trusting within the Heavenly Father through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Let's get the book of Psalms. Chapter 90, 91, and where is it at? Verse 7, because we understand how the remnant, okay, which the Lord has selected for mercy and salvation, will be saved from this time of chaos and great destruction, all right, going on. All right, you brothers and you sisters, okay, your household, if it be with the Lord's will be protected within these times. Psalms chapter 91 and verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. Okay, and that's going into the people, okay, being deleted. All right, they're going to fall in that day, in that evil time, okay, because they didn't trust within Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Neither did they make the Lord their refuge. All right, they trusted within lies, okay, within dogmas. They trusted within idols, within themselves, within money, all right, or within man. Okay, but it says 1,000 shall fall at thy side, so thousands, okay, you're gonna be seeing put to death, okay, and it's gonna be the Lord's doing. Everywhere you look, death. All right, it tells you how, it's a time like when a man flee from a lion and he ran into a bear, okay, or he leaned his hand and a serpent bit him, and I'm just paraphrasing it because that just goes to show you how death is going to be in every nook and cranny, all right, to where the point is you cannot hide if you are not, okay, a believer, man or woman of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and really at the end of the day an elect man, okay, or woman of the Lord. It says 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Okay, no harm is going to come to you because the Lord is going to protect us. He's going to protect you, brothers and you sisters, all right, and your children. Verse 8, only with thine eyes. So understand this, only with your eyes, okay, shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. You're going to see what these people have been doing, okay, instead of serving the true living powers. You're going to see what their reward is going to be, okay. Verse 9, which the reward is going to be death, okay, agonizing, painful, death, sent back to the upper rooms, because it tells us also how the same shall know it after death by pain. So they're going to know that they've messed up, okay, that what they were doing was not important, was not more important than serving the living power, okay, not serving, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. It says, only with thy eyes should thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh, okay, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Okay, trusting in the Lord, man. All right, everything we do, and everything, we give all our worries and everything to the Lord, because the Lord, he's there for us. All right, and so if he's here for us now, and these little tribulations we go through and these hells we catch, how much more when the fire increases, okay, when that heat turns up. All right, verse 10 says, there should no evil befall thee. So ain't no evil gonna come to you, man. Evil meaning bad times. All right, none of no anguish, no pain gonna come to you. All right, the Lord's gonna comfort you within these times. All right, tells us how the Lord is with us always, okay, to the ends of the earth. All right, the Lord is with us. So there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. All right, because there are going to be plagues, there are going to be pestilences, okay, teeth of wild beasts, all type of diverse judgments to punish the wicked for their acts. All right, but that doesn't, that's not you. Those rewards ain't for you. Okay, your reward is salvation, protection from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh, the one who's bringing forth all this chaos and destruction. Verse 11 says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Okay, his holy angels, man. Okay, the angels that encampeth around them that fear Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Okay, they're going to make sure we good. Protect us, feed us within the time of trouble. And that's our faith. Okay, that's what we believe in. Instead of these other people, instead of the rest of Israel that trust within, okay, their politicians, their senates, their presidents, which is going to lead them, to, destruction. Okay. But, this is a time we're approaching and expect to see worse. Okay, just expect to see worse. All right, expect to see riots, looting, killings in broad daylight. A lot of graping going on. Just prepare your mind for the worst. All right, because the Lord is definitely bringing it here to the shores of Babylon very, very soon. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, infinite blessings into our power, which is Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rechaha Kudash. Take the water Yahweh Bashim Shai for allowing me to do this lesson. In closing, Abba soon. Shalom.